Hey guys, what's happening? And welcome to another episode of SEB'S SMS. Yes guys, season 2. I'm sending you a message. You better catch it.
Sebastian Baton is now very much the Anglophile.
I'm sending you a message. You better catch it.
But when it comes to the football,
Yo, what's happening? How you doing? Wagwan! I don't even know why I'm gassed like that. Why am I gassed? Because I'm happy, because I'm alive, I'm healthy, thanks God. So you know what? What am I complaining about? Obviously, things can always get better. Things can be better, they can get better, but right now, where I am right now, I'm good. So I want to appreciate what I have. Stop focusing on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Yeah, that's a good one. That's something that I gotta apply to myself. But right now, how was your week? How did you spend your week? Did you have some win? Did you start the year properly? Did you start the year not too much, to a level that you can maintain? Or have you been doing the same thing that you've done for the last couple of years or maybe all your life, which is aiming too high and not being able to sustain that with that rhythm? But today, what I want to talk about principles. Principle should be your anchor. But principles versus emotions. Are you a principle person? Are you an emotional person? Don't get it twisted. We all, in some ways, are emotional. Even you who trying to say that, you know what, no, I ain't got no emotion, I'm hardcore. You're not. You're trying to be, but we're human beings. We're full and made of emotion. And there's nothing wrong with that. But in any situations, you gotta be able to choose. What am I going for? My principles or my emotions? If you're a very emotional person, your feelings most of the time are taking over. Every time you're talking with your emotions. And as I've said many times, emotions and feelings, they take you further than you want to go. And they keep you there longer than you want to stay. What does that mean? Your feelings and emotion, they ain't real. They're not real. They're real for you. That's what you feel. But they're not common. Me and you can go through the same situation, but we don't see it the same. We don't feel it the same. So what does that mean? They're only true to you. That's what you feel. But when you are going through your emotion and you're a very emotional person, sometimes that's gonna cost you the loss. That's gonna not enable you to win. And that's what we're trying to avoid. So how we can avoid to be led by our emotions is by having principles. And there's a lot of you who keep saying, and me included, you know what, I got principles, I got values. But what are your principles based on? What are they first and foremost? Do you live by your principle? If you are a principled person, what are they? Where do they come from? When you have principles, you gotta live by them. And that's what I want you to do today. I want you to look at your life. Do I handle situation based on my emotion or my principle? If I say, because you verbalize that you have principle, you know what, I do this, I do that. This is your quote-unquote principles. But are they real? How do they apply into your life? And assess situation, self-awareness. I'm never gonna stop and repeat to talk about self-awareness and self-assessment. Assess yourself. Take yourself out of your body and look at the situation, how you handle them. Are you emotional? If you're too emotional and you're still gonna be emotional, you're never gonna be able to change that. But I want you to be able to notice when you have to be emotional. When you have a task to complete, that's not the time to be emotional. That's the time to lead by your principle. When you say, and I said that long time ago, when I went to Qatar, it wasn't that easy. But my principle, I live by a principle which is, whatever I start, I gotta finish. I don't have to like it. I don't have to enjoy it. Whatever I start, I have to finish it. What is your value? What is the principle or one of the principles that you're living by? But as soon as you make that principle one of your anchor, listen, there's no way back. You don't have to like whatever you're going through. You just live by that principle. When I say I don't want to be late, for many reasons I can explain, that's one of the principles. So I'm gonna make sure that everything around me is done for me to be on time. That's one of the principles. But why would you let your emotion take over your principle? Are you a principled person or an emotional one? I get that you have both, but which one do you have to use? You gotta understand which hat to wear in which situation. You gotta recognize in which kind of situation you are being way too emotional. When you have to express your emotion towards another person, yes, that's the time for you to express your emotion, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when there's something that's got to be done, there's a task. You ain't got task is not attached with an emotion. The task got to be done. So what are you choosing? In which situation do you want to be principle driven or emotional driven? Your emotions, they don't get you a result. The emotion, they're just in the air. They make you feel good. Do they give you anything good? Tangibly, I'm not sure about that. They make you feel good. So assess the situation where you have to feel good. When you go to buy something, you're in negotiation for, to buy a car or anything like that. The car makes you feel good. The way the car looks makes you feel good. But is it what you need? You gotta live by a principle. What is the principle that you can attach to that situation? And that's what I want you to go through. That's what I want you to do. Attach to any situation that you're going through a principle. First and foremost, assess if it's an emotional situation or it's a principle situation. If it's a principle situation and you don't have any principle to help you to go through that task, look for one. Ask me, we're going to talk about it. Get into the community. This is what the sort of thing that we can talk about, and this is the sort of thing that I'm teaching you. And we're teaching one another. What kind of principle can you attach to any of your life, daily life, real life situation? And when you have to be, all mushy, emotional, listen, we all are. We all need love and affection. We all need to express our emotions. And none of the emotions are bad. If you need to express your anger, go for it. Your sadness, your joy, your fear, there's no problem. But there's a time and place for everything. That's what I want you to understand. There's a time and place to be emotional. There's a time and place to be principle driven. So what is your challenge of the day? When you're gonna get onto that green rectangle, what does that represent? That represents your life and your life only. So guys, when you get on that rectangle, be serious about it. Take what is yours. We don't play no game. Take what is yours. Today, I want you to assess, am I too emotional or am I principle driven? Even though if you're too principle driven, can you inject a little bit of emotional in the right situation? Because the power, the strength, the happiness, the improvement, the guineros, the family, the peace, the fulfillment, the purpose, we don't only take it like if we have stolen anything or if we shy like that. No, we don't only take it. What we doing? We snatch it. You snatch it, I snatch it. Guys, that was your homeboy, SEB'S aka Baby Bass, your coach. Here to serve you, and you're here to serve me. We're here to serve one another. Guys, remember, join the Take What's Yours community. Pass it around. That's here for us, for me, for you, for me, for you, for you, and me. We're all together. We're one family. So guys, whatever you're doing this weekend, if you have a game, have an amazing game. If you're in family, you're with a friend, enjoy, relax, but get ready, because we don't get ready, we stay ready, right? Stay ready, don't get ready, stay ready, and I see you next week. Pass it around, text me, DM me. I see you later. Take what's yours. Bye bye.